So there we have it, guys. Manchester City 4, Crystal Palace 1. The MARESCA era is fully upon us, okay? We have our second bald manager in a row. And is it my favorite performance today? No, definitely not. But is he starting to speak a bit more of my language when it comes to football? Yes. Is it a better showing than the Community Shield and the last game, the last Premier League game? Of course it is. Because ultimately, today was a good performance. I'm not going to act like it wasn't. I'm not going to act like we played bad. However, that doesn't mean that everybody is scot-free from criticism, because no, this wasn't my favourite performance. We weren't great. And had Crystal Palace been a little bit less shit, this game would have been a bit more of a struggle than it needed to be. With that being said, Anderson knocked it out of the park. I mean, the way he got on the ball, the way he was orchestrating everything from deep, he was everywhere today. He looked every bit worth that 160 million we paid for him. His partner, Nick O'Reilly, I'm not too impressed with. I think out of possession, he wasn't great. He looked a little bit lost, especially when we're in transition. You see, Nick O'Reilly, he's a very weird player because his best football, so to speak, comes from literally drifting in that half space, in the opposition, near the opposition box, in and out of the box, creating and linking up with players, making those moments of magic. I mean, he's like a weirdo because he's a left back on paper, yes, but I don't think he'd work as a 10. And he's always ahead of the ball. So, like, what's his best position? It's left back. It's playing that inverted left back role that MARESCA played today with Guardiola, who did play decent, but I think Nick O'Reilly will be better suited for that role. That's just his best position on the pitch because he played in the 10 against Bournemouth. I don't think he was great. I just don't think the 10 works out for him. He played in the sort of double pivot today with Anderson. No. Like, his best football comes just being an inverted fullback. That's literally it. And Haaland got on the score sheet, which is always a positive. We always have that one friend who sort of leaves Haaland out of his FPL in the first few weeks. Then he comes to his senses like, oh, let me put this guy in. That's literally what's happening now. Obviously, he didn't get on the score sheet in the first game week, but Haaland is such a freak talent that he will find a way to score. He will always find a way to score. He's one of the greatest goal-scoring talents that this sport has ever seen, in my opinion. The way he leaped, his movement for the first goal. Although the first half wasn't that good. I wasn't impressed by the first half. I'm not going to lie, guys. You know? Defensively, we weren't good. We weren't good. Crystal Palace could have stuck a dagger in our chest any of those chances they had in the first half. If their attack wasn't shit. I'm going to be honest. We got off today because one, right, we played well. That's why we got the result. We played well. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to sit here and be overly negative for a reaction and stuff. We played well. However, if Crystal Palace were a little bit better, this could have went so badly. Foden took his assists extremely well. The second one was insane. Extremely unselfish for him to pass after doing all that work. But, you know, Haaland's got a golden boot to get. His all-round performance was a bit of a mixed bag. To be honest with you, I'm not sure. I don't know. Man. And then let's clear up and let's get rid of the elephant in the room. Rayan Cherki, you have changed my life. Honestly, his 2 goals were taken so well. Especially the first one. Oh my God. Dribble past 1 man, 2 man, and then this sneaky little finish in the corner. This guy, in terms of how much of a crowd pleaser they are, in terms of how much of an entertainer they are, this is one of the best players the Premier League has seen. In terms of crowd pleasers, footballers that keep you at the edge of your seat. We saw a moment of magic against Bournemouth that rescued us that win at the end, with the assist, and he got the assist for the first goal as well. But in terms of moments, this guy has countless in a Man City shirt and he's only been at the club for 13 months. And for some reason, he still can't seem to tie down a solidified, permanent first 11 spot. Even under Pep, he was benching him for some reason. And don't give me this, he's better off the bench. Don't give me that. Because you start your best players ultimately. And he is our best player. Dare I say it. He is, in terms of right now, he's our best player. He's our most instrumental player. Especially when we're going through a period of uncertainty on the MARESCA. I feel like these players who can give you moments, who can give you this individual brilliance outside of the tactics, completely just a maverick, are so important. Because we don't know where we're going in terms of how we play as a cohesive team. So Shirky being part of the squad is so important, and I can't sing my praise high enough, man. Yeah, man. Yeah. 6.5 out of 10 performance. I have high standards for the Man City team. You might think that's low. I have high standards, and 6.5 isn't low. Like, it's out of 10. So on to the next game.